Yo, what is going on, Swamp Meat? Firstly, for anybody who celebrated New Year, Happy New Year. I'm a couple days late, but it is what it is. As you can tell by the title of this video, I think it's finally time for us to destroy normal Baran. Um, I guess like quick rundown of my team, pretty much. In terms of the hunters I'm using, it's of course going to be my Isla, Charlotte, and Harper. Um, Not much has changed outside of like just general pyro stuff here. Like I actually have decent crit rate, crit damage on my Isla. You can see her defense there, 19k. Um, Her cores, I mean, I just put some levels into this, but that's about it. They're not really great, to be honest with you, but I don't really care for Isla's cores. In terms of her artifacts, of course, running full blessing. For Harper, it's 2 piece or 4 piece curse with 4 piece outstanding, or I think some people call it obsidian. Same thing. Um, these are her stats: a lot of crit rate, decent amount of crit damage, a lot of defense, the usual. In terms of her core stats, one with crit, one level 10 crit rate, one crit damage, and then the next is damage increase. Um, these are probably the best ones I have for dark, and just in general, to be honest with you. So we will take that. And then lastly, for there's Harper. She's only A2 at the moment, unlike Charlotte and Isla who are A5. I have not been getting lucky with my standard pools for her, but it's fine. She'll be fine. Um, in terms of her artifacts, of course, 8 piece. What is this? Greed. So yeah, and then in terms of her cores, I didn't have a good dark piece, to be honest with you. So of course she's only going to be running this only for the crit damage. The attack is actually useless on her. Um, the second core has crit hit rate, and then the last core has defense pin. Don't believe I had anything better than this at all. So uh, yeah, and then let's go over here to Jin Woo, which nothing's really changed here. I'm still hunting for the A5 plum. Uh, as long as I have A3, I'm fine. A5 is great, obviously, but A3 is like the most important one for me with the plum. Um, of course, I have my A6, I believe, Moon Shadows, and then in terms of my blessings, I just got the heroic reawakening like yesterday, I think. Um, and then I have my rare swiftness, legendary bloodlust and heroic pulverize. The usual. I mean, you could probably switch swiftness out for something else, but because I like to spam dodge because of my plum, I've just become a habit where I dodge constantly. So this just helps me with that terrible habit that I have now. In terms of defensive blessings, I have the extra life or the daily quest one, plus camouflage just in case an attack does a lot of damage. For that one attack every 30 seconds, it helps, minimize it. So, and then I have Kasaka's steel scales. I don't really have anything better here, to be honest. Um, or camouflage doesn't minimize now that I actually read it. It just helps me recover health, and then I'm guessing camouflage just helps me just survive overall. Not entirely sure what it does, but I have it there. Um, in terms of when I'm running on Jinwoo, of course, 4 piece curse, 4 piece expert. I could be running 8 piece curse for more power, but the issue with my curse set for the accessories, I think they're called. I can never remember the name. Is that I have okay pieces. That's actually not awful, but overall, it's like I don't have anything too spectacular for curse yet. I didn't farm. I didn't start farming accessories until like 2 weeks ago, and I've been having terrible luck farming accessories. So I'm like exclusively farming accessories at the moment, and I've just not been getting any curse pieces. But it's fine. That's just for extra power, but I believe the damage is a lot better with 2 piece expert or 4 piece expert. In terms of his cores, we have the first one, which is for him with crit damage and of course attack. The second one is wind. Didn't have anything better at the time of me equipping him with these. I still don't think I have anything better. No, I don't. But it's just crit rate, and then the last one is crit rate as well. I don't need the crit rate, as you can see. So sometime in the future, whenever I get something better, of course I'm going to replace it. But for now, It's fine. I think I have way too much crit rate in my opinion. Um, but that pretty much covers my hunters and Jinwoo. We'll just jump right into it. I'm going to be honest with you. I probably could have done this last week, but I didn't really have time nor energy. So, yeah, we're just gonna jump in and just destroy. I honestly feel bad for Baran here. Uh, the thing is though, is like I'm not entirely sure what they're gonna do once the next workshop come out because I believe it is the next update in 2 weeks. I could be wrong. I would have to fact check myself, but I'm pretty sure it comes out with Isil, if that's her name. Um, and like I don't know if they're gonna nerf this to the ground like they did with Vulcan. Because if you go back to Vulcan, it's just like it's pointless. There's no point in you doing Vulcan if you can do normal Baran, like at all. I don't even think you need to do Vulcan if you do easy Baran, because by the time you do easy Baran, I mean you're still kind of early on. So you have time to, build up your team and stuff. So I don't know, man. I was hoping I'd be able to get to do hard mode Baran on this account at least before the potential nerf in the future. But the only issue is that like I'm managing like 2 accounts, right? Because I'm managing this account and then I manage my main, and like it's hard for me to power level on one account or to like really focus on one account because I'm managing multiple at the moment. So I guess like in a way my progress is, I wouldn't say slow. I actually think it's pretty fast considering, I'm not no lifing this game 24/7. But could it be faster? Absolutely. Do I care for it to be faster? No. It's good enough, man. But yeah, this is gonna be easy. Like almost saddening, to be honest with you. But like I said, man, I don't know. I feel like my progress is actually pretty quick, considering as well. I'm like I don't have the time to sit here and play solo leveling all day. I have other games I want to play. I actually have things to do outside of the game. Granted, not a lot, but it's enough. Honestly, I should just stay in with Charlotte. Oh, no, we're win here. But I don't know, man. It is what it is. On my main though, I will say this. I'm saying I'm pretty close to being able to do hard Brawn. I'm not 100% sure what was stopping me from getting a bunch of power. I still don't. Um, I haven't like I haven't really had the time to really go and look at my. Oh, this is damage increase. That's not the worst, but I haven't really had time to go and look at like everything on the account itself. But if I do manage to beat Harbron, that's probably going to be my next video on solo leveling. If I don't, I'm really close. I tried like 3 weeks ago, and I couldn't beat the last floor. I was able to finish all the rest of them with the win team, which was shocking to me. But the last floor, I just didn't have enough power at all. I just wasn't doing enough damage. I was able to clear the first phase, but I don't even think I had managed to get like a quarter through the second. But it is what it is. Not that big of a deal. Oh, I thought that attack hit me. I shoot it 2 or 3 times. I don't remember. It's 2. Put my buffs up. And then maybe we should have it from here. Oh lord. Okay, well, yeah, Iso's a joke. That was something. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I still enjoy solo leveling. I still really like it, but at the moment, I've been really liking like other gacha games. Like I've been really into Zenless. I mean, I've been into Zenless for months now since its release, actually, which was shocking to me. Uh, But that's really taken my attention with the new update that just came out with Miyabi. Did I pop this late? No. And I've been really enjoying her as well. I just pulled her. No, I didn't just pull her. I'm pulling for her weapon right now, but I'm only like 40 summons deep, and I have no idea how close I am to my, or how many more polychromes, I think they call it, I can get before the update finishes. But it is what it is. She already does like a ludicrous amount of damage. What else have I been enjoying? AFK Journey is another one I've been liking right now. That one's more casual though. Genshin, I've been playing as well, on and off. I wouldn't say it's a game I play often, but when I have to be in a certain mood to play Genshin, mostly because though I'm not really the biggest like open world gacha game addict fan, I guess. Ooh, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's about it. I did try Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves is good. Don't get me wrong. I just like Genshin more. It's that simple. That's probably like I think my biggest hot take of the year is that I feel like Wuthering Waves is a game I like. When Wuthering Waves is coming out, I expected that to be like my number one gacha for the year. It's not even close. Matter of fact, I deleted Wuthering Waves because I was running out of space, and I was like I said earlier, I just prefer Genshin, right? I don't really have the energy to be playing two open world gacha games, so I'm just gonna choose the one I like the most. But I think my secret like sleeper pick for like months, and like I have videos I recorded, I just never posted because I didn't think they were gonna be good. But like my sleeper pick is Zenless. I didn't expect Zenless to be good. I had zero hype expectations going into that game. I just downloaded on a whim just because I was like, fuck it. Like, I might as well, right? And I've been on that game ever since. It has grown on me a lot. I think the devs are killing it in terms of like actually implementing proper updates into the game that overall improves the experience. And to me, that's like, it seems like something so basic, but how do I explain it? Like my expectations are low when it comes to devs actually, properly updating their game and listening to feedback and stuff. So whenever devs do that, like I'm like, okay, like now you got my attention. And if anybody like watches my other content or watches my older stuff, right? If you go back to when I started posting Snowbreak, that was one of the main things I gave Snowbreak praise for, was the fact that the devs listen to feedback. They make sure they actively, implement proper updates into the game. They add a bunch of quality of life. They properly buff characters that need to be buffed, like within 2 weeks of the character coming out, right? And they're very communicative as well. So, like, I give them a pass for a lot of the shit because I know that at the end of the day, they're still going to do what's best for the game and for the players as well. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Also, like, they're in a weird situation where, I mean, if you don't know Snowbreak, you could probably look at it for 2 seconds and see that it's basically a fan service game, a Chinese fan service game at that. So, of course, they have to constantly fight against censorship within their own country, right? So they have to make changes and stuff to the game. And I know a lot of players that play the game didn't like it, but it's like, given the circumstances, they're doing the best that they can do, right? It's just unfortunate. But that's why, like, even if the day comes where I'm just like, I don't want to play the game anymore, I still would think highly of season games, as long as they continue down that path, of course. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of similar with solo leveling. It's just with Netmarble, it's just sometimes they have confusing decisions. That's all it really is. I also completely forgot I had fucking Baran here. Equip. Might as well get some extra damage, and I don't need it necessarily. But anyway, I look at Netmarble. I mean, it's hard for me to say. I feel like they're somewhere in the middle, right? Where like they make questionable decisions, but they also did for a while buff a lot of the older hunters. I don't remember the last time a hunter got buffed. Um, what update it's been actually, or how long it's been. Actually, it wasn't that long ago. Either it was Thomas update or it's update before Thomas. Anyway, they often buff older characters, which I think is great because why not? Especially with like season two coming out, I'm very curious if they're gonna like buff Chaw, for example, right? Because Chaw is gonna be a big character in the series. As far as I understand, take what I'm saying in a grain of salt because I've never read the manhwa. Um, I'm not planning to since the anime is out, and I don't want to really spoil myself too much. But I do know Chaw is integral to the story of solo leveling. So I wonder if they're just gonna make like a new version of Cha, kind of like what other games do, where they release new iterations of the same character, or they're just gonna buff Cha whenever she, becomes story relevant later. Uh, I'm very curious to see, what they're gonna do. I think I did this too late. Oh no, I did it right. Got that extra break in. Uh, but yeah, but like at the same time with solo leveling, it's like sometimes I've seen them make questionable decisions. I can't think of any off the top of my head right now. But I do know they've done some things where it's like, what exactly are you doing? I know the anti-cheat system is a big thing for a lot of people though. Because for those of you who don't know, for whatever reason, since like launch, they've had issues with players being banned for like no reason. And sometimes it could be just because their device is slow. And I'm telling you, as an ex-mobile player, this game is not optimized for mobile at all. It is so bad, and every update, it feels like it gets worse. I haven't played on mobile in a while just because it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Um, I know a lot of people had issues with the game crashing. My wife was one of them. Her device is better than mine. Uh, yes, she's the one that had crashing issues. The issue with me is that I had performance drops plus as well. For those of you who don't know, I'm not sure if this is still true, but your FPS can determine how much damage you do in this game. I'm not 100% sure why, but it is that way. And it's the same thing with anybody who plays Marvel Rivals. Apparently, it's the same shit there. Uh, I'll be very curious for anybody who's knowledgeable and stuff like that to let me know why these things happen. But that's another reason why mobile sucks, because you're just actively doing less damage. It is nothing you can do. It's not even your fault. Uh, I don't even remember what the fuck I was rambling about at first. Got that, and then do this. Um, but yeah, like it's just Netmarble didn't fix the banning issue, and then like I said, the crashing on mobile as well. Um, I believe they've addressed it, but there's always something wrong with this game. It's honestly shocking. Okay, I can't believe I actually missed that dodge. I gotta stop fucking talking so much, and I wouldn't miss it. Oh, yeah, this is gonna take him to the next phase, I believe. Almost kill him, Jesus. I didn't dodge there, but that's okay. But Netmarble is an interesting company. I do remember seeing when people were seeing that this game was made by Netmarble, like people were already like doom posting that this game was going to be bad because Netmarble's a bad company. But I feel like they've been doing okay. I'm not going to say they're the greatest, but it's not like they're necessarily bad, like again, the Genshin devs, and I'm not somebody who thinks, who would shit on Genshin for nothing. I'm saying this as a long-term Genshin player and fan, right? As like the Genshin devs are dog shit, to put it bluntly. Like whatever the hell they be smoking in those offices, I need to know, and they need to stop. So, yeah, I think they've been doing good. I feel like I have played a Netmarble game in the past, but I can't think of remember what it was. But anyway, we just cleared Baran normal. Uh, destroyed, honestly. But yeah, uh, I don't know what to say. I rambled my way through this. That's how easy this shit was. I guess. Like I just managed to fucking ramble my way through this without even really thinking what I'm doing. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Let me know how you guys are doing. What's your progress? You got any tips for me to get more power for very little? Let me know. Because buddy, I am running out of ideas. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, uh, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys later. Hope that you have a great day, and yeah, we're just gonna say that.